I've battled my weight my entire life. I've never been a person that had an easy time with weight from when I was about 18 years old on up. About a year ago, I was a little over 200 pounds. Following the weight gain portion of the study, all of my vital statistics changed. My cholesterol went up from somewhere in the normal range to like 250 or 260. My triglycerides went up. My fat, when they measured my fat, it went up about 10%, I think. Being a person that basically yo-yoed, I really wanted to have some answers as to what it really means and is it okay to stay obese? As I found out from the study, it isn't okay. It didn't work out well for me, my body, or my mind.
Okay? All right.
We're gonna do a whole body scan on you, measure for body fat. Takes about 10 minutes. All right. I just need you to hold real still.
This liver, as you can see here, a brown organ in the center of our body, is a metabolic workhorse. It's a 4-pound organ that has extraordinary metabolic functions. It makes a large number of proteins that are secreted throughout the body. It also makes fats that are secreted throughout the body, and also makes sugar to keep our blood sugars at a normal level and prevent hypoglycemia and fainting when we don't have food. And if you take 2 obese people who are the same body size, same amount of body fat, and one of them has a lot of fat in their liver and the other has normal amount of fat in the liver, the one with the high liver fat will have all the metabolic abnormalities that are associated with cardiovascular disease risk, whereas the person with the normal liver fat will be relatively healthy and metabolically normal.
So what we will be doing today is that we will be infusing some molecules. We will use these molecules in order for us to understand how well your body metabolizes fats. We want to understand and try to understand what is the mechanisms that causes this increase in fat in your bloodstream.
Start pushing.
They've asked us to use one of 5 fast food restaurants: McDonald's, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Taco Bell, or Pizza Hut. So, and the idea is to add 1,000 calories a day to my daily normal diet so that I gain weight over a course of about 6 to 8 weeks.
Many studies that have looked at obesity have really evaluated the effect of weight loss in obese people because that's what we're trying to get obese people to do, and we know a lot about the metabolic effects of losing weight. Much fewer studies have actually looked at what's the effect of weight gain in obese people, and that actually occurs much more frequently in our population than is weight loss. So we decided to do a study that would really evaluate in a rigorous way, well-defined way, well-controlled way, what is the effect of gaining 5% body weight in people who are already obese on their metabolic function.
Thanks for choosing McDonald's. How can I help you?
I just need a cheeseburger and a small order of fries, and that's it. Thank you. It's a hand-tossed pepperoni pizza. Those of us that have on occasion eaten an entire pizza. Each piece has 340 calories and 14 grams of fat. Bean burrito for 550 calories is a lot of calories for a small amount of food. I'm a volume eater, so I could probably polish this off for lunch and still be hungry. I don't know. I keep these diaries and shows everything we eat. I did the diary for about a month before we started the overfeeding, so that they would know about how many calories I took in on a normal basis every day, and then they added 1,000 calories to that. I'm gonna pick up, I guess maybe Hi, could I have an 8-piece meal A extra crispy chicken breast has 500 calories and 33 grams of fat. It's a great piece of chicken, I'll admit that. They serve it with the little biscuits, one biscuit at 180 calories and 8 grams of fat. Now that I'm aware of the fact that it's 33 grams of fat, I don't think I would be as eager to grab the chicken.
You increase your LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, by 14%, and you increase your triglycerides by 33% after gaining this 5% of body weight over such a short period of time. Your liver fat went from 3.9% up to 10.2%, and you can see this peak much higher. That's a 160% increase in liver fat content. This is 5 pounds of fat, and you literally gained 10 pounds of fat. So you actually gained 2 of those fat models by that small 5% weight gain, which you did over really a period of a couple of months.
Pretty disgusting.
Body fat is not an inert, dead tissue. It's a live acting tissue. It's not just the volume, but this tissue has metabolic function that can cause harm. Now, the good news is that the smallest amount of weight loss is needed to improve your health. A 5% or 10% weight loss can have significant benefits on your metabolic health. These are microscopic pictures of a liver from a lean man and an extremely obese man before and after massive weight loss. You can see in this lean person that the liver cells are pink and very tightly packed, whereas in this very obese person, there's a lot of white open circles, which consists of fat inside of those liver cells. Almost half of this person's liver is comprised of fat. But once this obese person loses weight, their liver has returned completely to a normal architecture. About 30% of adults in the United States have fatty liver disease. So this is not a simple issue. This is a very complicated problem that involves a large number of people in the United States. We know that when we begin the weight loss process, you'll very, very rapidly reduce the fat content of your liver. In fact, we found that 48 hours of calorie restriction causes a 25% reduction in liver fat content.
Following the study, when you start the weight loss program, Dr. Klein's office worked with me, and we charted everything I ate, and we talked about it, and we got into a plan of eating mostly lean meats, fruits and vegetables, and whole grains. And as soon as I started doing that, the weight started coming off, and all of my statistics went back to where they were when I started. Thank you.
Enjoy.
I didn't want another hamburger. I didn't want another piece of fried chicken. I didn't want another cookie. I didn't want any of it. Hi.
How are you?
Good. Fine.
Devil.
I found out that with only a 5% weight gain, a person who has a genetically healthy disposition is at risk also. So even though I've considered myself always to be a normal person and never that much overweight and never that unhealthy, going through all this taught me that it's almost like you're just at the line waiting to go over the edge.
This is a serious medical problem that we need to address because this excess fat in the liver is driving a lot of these abnormalities that are associated with obesity, not just in adults, but also in our children.